Thank you very much for coming out tonight. And fun fact, Koyer and I are actually part of an a cappella choir together. So I've heard her sing on many occasions, and it blows me away every single time. So this first song I'm going to play for all of you is just like following Koyer's steps. It's an original piece. I want to take all of you on an adventure. This is a song I wrote while I was writing a fantasy story. So hopefully I get that idea across to all of you. All right. To find out the rest of the adventure, you will have to keep listening. So, when I was approached about this competition, at first didn't sign up because I didn't know if I could handle that kind of being up on a stage and performing like that. But eventually I did decide to perform, and I was very surprised and very excited and happy to see that I was able to win the competition. And when I was putting music together, it really dawned on me that I didn't want to do music that necessarily just sounds good, but I wanted to do music that really had meaning to me, much like Koyer said with all of her songs. Like, all of those songs had a special place in her heart. Some people in this room are probably a little bit salty right now that I'm not playing saxophone, because I do play saxophone, but I have been playing piano my entire life, literally since I was born. My parents threw me at the piano, and I would just bang on the keys as a little baby. And you know what? I've stuck with it my entire life, so piano is what is a really good place in my heart. That is where I find my home. I would like to dedicate this next song, though, to my parents who are sitting there in the first row. They are my biggest fans of all the music that I do. At no point in my life have they ever questioned my music. Like, they've never told me, like, oh no, you can't do music because that's not a real career. Like, they always said music is a hobby and it's your passion, and chase after it. So this is to you, Mom and Dad. So this next song I'm going to be playing is also a special dedication song that I'd like to do. And this song is dedicated to someone who's also here in this crowd tonight. She is my cousin Dee, her. She's sitting over here in the walker. And Dee has been one of the biggest musical influences of my life. For pretty much as long as I can remember, she's always been super active with church and, doing music in school, teaching lessons, everything like that. And believe it or not, she's also a piano player. So every day I would go, or every Sunday I would go to church and go worship or whatever. She would be there playing piano, and I told myself when I was younger, I want to be able to play piano like that someday. So I kept pushing myself, and I have my cousin Dee to thank because of that, because she was such a big musical influence. And even beyond that, this song itself is very precious to both her and I think everyone that even knows her. She has struggled with kidney failure, among many other health issues, but she has never once ever lost hope or ever lost faith. And I think it's a real testament of what people can go through and still come out the other end smiling. If I could describe her, I would say she could walk through a blizzard, she could walk through a hurricane, and still come out the other end with, praise to say like, oh, at least I'm still alive. At least I can still smile. Like, that storm could not take my smile away. So this song is all about being able to get through the hardships of life and being able to fight through no matter what is happening. Comfort for family, protection while we sleep, and we pray for healing and prosperity. We pray for your mighty hand to ease our suffering. Love us way too much to give us lesser things. 'Cause what if your blessings come through raindrops? What if your healing comes through tears? What if 1,000 sleepless nights are what it takes to know you're near? What if trials of this life are your mercies in disguise? All right, before I start this next song, I have a little bit of talking to do, some more. Big surprise, big surprise. So this is a different kind of dedication, and let me tell you a little bit about this dedication before I actually dedicate it. I'm going to hold up this bottle of water